Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're playing DayZ. I'm gonna try not to, be quiet and not speak at all throughout this experience. Even though I'm also considering setting my mic so that it's voice activated, so that I do have to be quiet as part of the game, or else I'll attract zombies, and even worse, I will attract people. And nobody really wants to be around people more than they have to. Everybody knows that. So, um, yeah. But then again, it also might lead to some fun stuff because interacting with people is pretty fun. So, we'll just see what's going on. I'm just getting the game fired up right now, guys. Um, no one is watching right now. Just so that this is if you're hearing these words, you're watching this in the VOD, and I say thank you for watching. All right, let's get this game fired up. You just stare at the um hypnotism there. If it makes you feel any kind of way, then you just go ahead and yeah, uh, go to duckshirts.net, check it out. Some really good art going on there. Um, if anybody sees this on the VOD, then on YouTube, I think I'm gonna post this on YouTube. And you have any requests for some duck shirts, or you'd like to see a live stream of me making something for duck shirts? That's something I'm thinking about. It might be fun. Might attract somebody to watch this. Um, and you know what? I'm excited for DayZ. I think I am gonna set it to voice activated, and that's not just because I feel weird sitting here talking to nobody, and I would like to stop talking to nobody. It's actually because it's going to make the game better. But one thing you are going to hear throughout the stream is one of these. Mm. Yeah, I don't know if that came over very well, but it tasted great in my mouth because it is a siparooni. I'm currently sipping some root beer and brandy, which is actually a winning combo. 2 ice cubes as well. Um, if you're watching this, I encourage you to also take a little siparooni, or more, a swigarooni, if you will, even a shot. In fact, if you're watching this, I'm going to say I encourage you to drink an entire bottle of the strongest liquor that is basically in your nearest vicinity, as close to you as possible. If you have to break into somebody's house to get it, then I would say do that, unless you think you could get it faster just by buying it at the store. But if there's not a store nearby, you think it's going to be a long drive or something like that, then I would recommend breaking and entering, and grabbing some liquor, downing an entire bottle of it, and I guarantee you this stream is going to be 10 times better. You're going to love it. All right, it's coming in now, so I can maybe stop talking because you're about to get, a little bit of something. It's not nothing. Remember to donate to the Hookers and Drugs Fund if you're in the place where you decide you want to donate to nothing good. So this is what I've worked up here. I did it in Livonia. Officer Ginger here. I'm thinking though, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, that maybe, just maybe, I should switch into a Chernarus server now that I've got geared up in Livonia, which is that's a pro strat. If you're playing DayZ, really what you ought to do is go to a server where it's easy to get stuff, get all the stuff you need, and then go to a server where it's hard to get stuff, you go to the new spawn area where people are trying to work up their characters, and you just fuck with them. You just hide in the hills and you take pot shots at them while they're running around trying to get cans, trying to fight off zombies. It's literally the best way to play this game, I think, especially if you're kind of bad at it, like I am, because you know if you run into somebody with a gun, it's kind of a 50-50 if you're it's actually gonna turn out. I mean, if you've been practicing, if you've been playing, you might have better chances. You might be able to set yourself up to catch them out unawares. But if you're like me and you play this game like, I mean, this is actually the game I probably play the most as of late. I've played it a lot, and I got really tired of it. It's really finicky and stupid. Um, like I didn't like the player interactions I kept having because I was playing on Xbox, and on Xbox a lot of people don't use mics or don't have mics, and they just yeah, they just pretty much KOS immediately, and it feels like a giant team deathmatch thing. And it's like that's fun if you want to get in some fights, but after a while, I don't know, maybe this isn't for everyone. After a while that gets old and you kind of want to like at least talk to somebody, have something happen. So even when I would try to use a mic, I would get immediately assaulted. But in on PC, and you know what? I don't even know if these are crossplay servers, so I might just be totally talking out my ass. But at least when I play on PC, every time I get like people immediately try like their first thing is to try to talk instead of shoot. I mean, sometimes they're just ready to go in guns blazing, but like if they have a mic, they're gonna try to say something, and they're more interested in hanging out or having a interaction that's like interesting, even if they're being like taken hostage, or even if I'm being taken hostage, I'm more interested in that than I am in I don't know, like just getting hold on, let's see what we got here. We got the sporter, so I think we should throw that on. But yeah, sorry, I'm more interested in something like that than just playing like playing this game like it's Call of Duty. It's not. It's supposed to be immersive. So, and where it's not immersive, you got to make up for it by, with jokes or having a good time with other players or something, or like adding stakes like you could survive this, but if you just immediately shoot everyone, then it's just I don't know. It takes a lot out of the game. It takes the entire like it's you might as well not even be playing it online at that point. But there's a lot of people on Xbox who don't see that, who don't see it that way. They think the only fun thing could be to just run around and endlessly take pot shots at people. Um, I hope you can see what's going on right now, guys. I'm gonna check the stream. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. Um, things are going great right now. They're actually going fantastic for me. It's going so well that I'm kind of thinking I do want to switch off Livonia and go to Trinaris. Uh, because right now I'm just picking up a bunch of shit. Um, but why? You know what I mean? I don't even have anybody to attack or anything like that. So, but I do want to check out these scopes and stuff. So I think I'll find a safer place. Okay, I'm being quiet because I need to hear these fools. There he is right there. So this is what I'm thinking, guys. Now we could just wait for him to walk away. That's kind of lame, isn't it? I have no idea if this... Okay. Alright, fair enough. That was pretty fun, right, guys? First zombie kill of the stream. Feels good. It's pretty easy when you have a silenced pistol. It's really not difficult to kill zombies. It's just, it's actually better because then you don't have to sneak around them the whole time. You can just get rid of them. I don't know how far the sound travels for the silenced pistol, but um, I've gone through entire towns just firing it off at every zombie I saw, and nobody ever like came and found me. So I figure it must be pretty effective. These are super Heavy boots. I mean, they're a little bit loud. I like a heavy boot. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment the weight of your preferred footwear, whether that be featherweight, bantamweight, whatever the weight may be. Just comment. I prefer a heavyweight boot if I'm working every time. Um, but if we're talking, uh, if we're talking going for a run, I pretty much want the lightest thing I can get, you know? You don't want to carry a whole lot with you, But maybe I should be running with heavier boots. They just don't make heavy, heavier shoes. They don't make heavy footwear that's also for running. Unless it's, specifically training footwear. And I'm not going to buy that. Really rambling at this point. I've never really tried this before. Maybe I should just stand down with this. Maybe I should turn on the voice activation right now. I think that's somebody coming. Was it a Zambi? Should I talk? No, I think it was a Zambi. I don't think anyone's out there. Ooh, man. This is super scary. Hey, if you're watching this right now and you're super scared, just go ahead and drop a like. You know what I'm saying, guys? Got ourselves a fanny pack. It really does not get better than this in terms of storage space. So these are both only for the M4A1 assault rifle, which makes this useless. Let's see, what do we got here? Can we put one of these on there? No. No. Okay. Well, we definitely don't need both. I'm not gonna bring both. Got it jammed around. It's a bit of a shit mag. Fantastic. So we swap that out. And maybe we should do this. So the Colt, I think, has a pretty good damage, but low ammo capacity. So, a lot of people prefer other pistoles such as this P1 here, which I'm going to leave. Somebody's going to find some dope shit in here. They're going to be like, what? Yeah, but you know what? The Colt, it's always served me right, and 45 ACP, I feel like comes around a lot. But maybe I'm just totally full of it with that. Cargo pants, huh? Seems better than my police pants, I would think. They're damp as well. Might as well drop these fuckers. How do I rotate this in the... Does anybody know? If you're watching this on the VOD, drop a friggin' comment about how you... Okay, there it is. Never mind. Alright, if you're watching this on the VOD, don't drop a friggin' comment. I swear to Christ, because I'll flip my shit. How do I... Sorry. It was a lot. I hope you didn't find that offensive. If you did, maybe, go fuck yourself. How about that? Okay. Let's just swap these out. That's what I want to do. Okay, that was easy actually. I was just fucking it up. Okay, let's put that away. Let's get the rangefinder on our quick slot. Let's get the duct tape out. Let's see if somebody's sneaking up on me right now with a gun. How funny would that be? Stuff's all kind of good. Not the hip pack though. Nice. Ooh. Let's repair this. Okay. I'm not sure how to check how many people are in this lobby. And the last time I did that, some guy walked up on me. You can watch the previous stream. I paused the game to check the scoreboard to see if there's anyone else even in the server. And while I did that, a guy walked up on me and shot me. Oh man, on this server. So, you know, just wanna maybe I should not drink this though, actually. It's probably fine, right? Yeah. Okay. Do I need chicken? I could kill a chicken. I'm open to killing a chicken. I got space for a chicken. Do I need to shoot it with a... Or is that a lot? Ooh, I got one. Easy. See this guy in the house? Ooh, he's moving. More for me? Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch to the old sporter. Pop it. Ooh, attracting more zombies. Taking that. What you're witnessing is pro DayZ gameplay. And you're going to want to pay attention because as soon as we find another player, you're going to witness some of the worst DayZ gameplay you've ever seen. So you want to get it while it's good. I've actually got a better hat now, so maybe I should switch to that. The cowboy hat is very tantalizing. I mean, you know, if I'm tryharding, you know what I mean? I think the pristine police cap is never as good as the damaged enduro helmet. But I mean, I got rid of the police pants, right? So what's the point of wearing the hat still? This one's got a star on it. It's just as good. All right. All right, let's check. Yeah, I do love popping zombies with the old sporter. It's a good time. But it does attract assholes over time. That's the thing. Gotta be careful where you do it from. I think Livonia is kind of a boring map. I hate to say it, but it's just very flat. Um, it's only land. I mean, it might be a great place to live. This looks like a fantastic place to live, but for surviving a zombie apocalypse, it's kind of bland, you know? Just a lot of open spaces to get chased through. A lot of suburban homes. Is that a hospital? Alright. Let's go straight there. I'm not even going to clear these buildings. Oh. Oh, shit. We got a jam, boys. We got a weapon jam. So that's a thing that'll happen. Ooh, to the best of us. Oh shit on my nuts, dude. Whew. I took a few nasty hits on that one, guys. Alright. Yeah, I got popped a lot. That was not ideal. Shut the fuck up. You hear this guy? What a nutsucker, dude. For real. Alright. I don't know what his issue is. I don't know what his major malfunction is. Come on, buddy. Come on over here. What the fuck? Oh. I just moved it off my equip bar. That's not what I meant to do. And then we put the 9-volt in. And now we got ourselves a rangefinder, boys and girls. Now, you use a rangefinder. Like so. 300 meters. 39 meters. We got, this is basically a better version of the binoculars. I mean, the binoculars, I think, zoom further. You know, really helpful for sniping. Or plinking zombies with the old sporter. If that's what you're into, like myself. Blood test kit couldn't be fucked for that. Let's just put it this way, boys and girls. If you're doing a blood transfusion in this game, you're probably already fucked. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like mid-battle and you just bandaged up your wounds and you just happen to have a blood transfusion on you and you give yourself a blood transfusion while you're waiting for a guy to hunt you down, I mean, that would be fucking badass. And that's why people play the game, for the opportunity to do something like that. But I'll tell you what, that's never gonna fucking happen. Alright? You're just gonna get fucking shot in the head. Because people don't fuck around in this game anymore, you know? They play it like it's COD, because they know you just respawn and you can do it again. Ooh, ooh. Hopefully we'll be playing some Siege with the Merc Squad at some point again. Get shit on, you little bitch ass. And, it'll be great. It'll be great, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, just keep staying tuned, because you're gonna get all kinds of good stuff. And I'm gonna get some video editing software, and the videos are gonna get better. You know what I mean? They're not all gonna be like this, you know? They're not gonna be this shit. They're gonna get better over time. So you really want to be on the ground floor of that. You know what I mean? Could really change your life being on the ground floor or something like that. Which is all the more reason to subscribe. I said that too many times, right? Is that toxic? I don't give a shit. Oh. Hell yeah. Did I eat the last of that jam? Fuck yeah. Let's eat this up. Alright. I was gonna say it's a boring house, but... Ooh. But how boring can it be when... Ooh, I have pumpkin seeds. What if I just sowed a bunch of pumpkin seeds in this plot? How wild would that be, guys? Okay, whoever planted this is getting nothing but pumpkins. What a fucking prank. That's fucking funny as hell. Oh, paper? Well, don't mind if I do. Should I just bunker down and eat some food? Should I start a fire as a lure for some simple fool? Ah shit, I think this is the area that I came from. That's okay. It was the last time I played, so it doesn't really matter. Unless there's just a lot of Ferris wheels in this part of Russia, or wherever this is supposed to be. Pretty sure this is supposed to be in Russia, though. Chinaris is. And that's how it's done. I like playing in first-person mode because it's more immersive. However, if you're in a third-person server, everybody else is going to be in third person, and so they can see you over barriers and shit. So you really ought to just play in third person. Hmm. Think I can. Hey, dude, bro, come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. That's it. Yeah, good boy. God damn it. All right, get over here. What a fucking dickhead. Die, you fucking bastard. All right. I saw online one time a guy says that when he plays this game, every time he finds a weapon or something that's useful to him, he picks it up and he throws it so that anybody else that comes after him won't be able to find it. And sure, you can play the game however you want to play, but Jesus, I mean, can you imagine just playing a game and just making it worse for everyone else like the whole time intentionally? Um, and not even to any known benefit to yourself. Like, I mean, do you really think that improves the chances of your survival? In some situations it may, but overall it just makes you a fucking loser, doesn't it? Hey, but a lot of people try hard and they don't really get that. I mean, this is a dope hit pack, but you know, it feels kind of disloyal to switch it out now. This hit pack's gotten me this far, you know. Should we take the flag? It's a crazy flag. I don't know what we're even gonna do with it. Okay, guys. Well, I've siparoonied my drink down to its last freaking molecule, so I'm gonna need a refresher on that one, guys. I'm thinking I'm gonna take a little break here, which means if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not even gonna see any of this. Ooh, this is a Twitch exclusive, and that means a grand total of one person is watching this, which is probably myself, checking the quality of the stream on Twitch. So, you know, do like these pristine wellies, though. I'll swap these out. Boletas? Alright. Oh, now that's what we need. Ooh, okay. And a map, why not? We could start using the map. Obviously, everybody is not using a map. They are using the app. However, we're doing this as all natural as possible, which means eventually we're going to a first-person server, and we're switching to voice-activated mic. So we are also going to be using the tourist map to navigate, which is a great way to get shot, you know, because you really can't even look out your screen if you wanted to. You're too busy looking at a map. But hell, fuck it. You know what I mean? Can I plant this? Can I plant these in here? No, I cannot. Dropping the pepper seeds. Taking the paper. Putting this in my hands. I think I'm gonna have to toss this thing in a second now. Jeez. Is that somebody just unleashing a volley of bullets? Who knows? How does one empty the clip? Honestly, not very informative. So we're going to do a quick check of the internet. Ooh, they're getting closer. They have like a submachine gun. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, it's not a... Oh. Okay. I asked Google AI, I guess, how to do it. I didn't mean to, but Google forced me to. And they said they can't provide information about firearms because it's dangerous. It could lead to dangerous situations. But, I mean, that being said, it's not a real gun, the BK-43, so I don't know how dangerous a situation it could lead to remove the shells from it, you know, considering that simple fact. It'd be nice if I could catch the guy who's shooting right now. I do believe that is in front of me. Unless it's behind me and I just don't know what it sounds like. I think I'm gonna go into the woods. Be a bit of a bushman. I'm doing quite a bit of looting and no bushman exercises, which are valid and important. You gotta practice good bushman exercise. Okay, let's bring this with to do most of the chapping of the early woods. Not a lot of woods, actually. I'm in the woods and I'm out the woods. But I want to be in the woods. So, ooh, another chicken. Ah, here we go. That's where I need to be. The big house on the hill. Maybe I can do a fire in this barn. Because the smoke won't go all the way to the top. There is a church over there. Okay, hoodie. What if we did that? And, get this, we did that. But then once more, if we went over here, double sticks, 2 short sticks, probably need more than that. I think it's just gotta be that. Ah, damn. Oh wait, let's put this down. Let's get this out. Okay. First thing we want, I guess the fireplace. Oh yeah, we need bark for the drill kit. But wouldn't it be better if we just had matches? Yes, but I don't have them. Sounds like old boy finished up with the shooting. Maybe somebody finished him. Who knows? Hard to say. It's about to get dark, so I'm gonna do this fire fast. Do not want to do a fire at night in this game, because you can see it from really far away. But there's not a lot of elevation on this map. However, I am at a high elevation right now. So, if I were to do a fire, I'd be exposing myself. However, if I light a fire here, what, is this not a good enough spot for a fire now? Ah, I see. If I light a fire here, use it to cook, and then by nighttime leave, it could be a good lure to draw people away from me. And then potentially, if I find a good spot, I could get into a little fight here, lure somebody into a trap. How's that sound? If you're watching, right now. Comment if you like luring people into traps. Whether or not you do, how much you do, what kind of traps you like to lure them into. Get it going in chat, you know? Or don't. I don't really care that much. It's okay if you don't. It'll be alright. I will survive. But, golly, it would be nice to have some interaction on the old internet here, you know? Make it a positive thing instead of just something where we all just waste our time. You know, what if we had some human interactions? Would that hurt us? Sometimes it might, but in this case, I don't think it will. You know what I mean? I think you're good. I think you're good to comment, like, and subscribe all of these videos. Honestly. Okay, so we're gonna drop this, hands, attach. We gotta do this as well. Attach this. Alrighty, guys, this is what it's all about. See all this smoke? Now, I do think that this is basically going straight out the top of this and not being hidden very well. However, I think this is better than just using a fireplace or starting this fire out in the open, especially considering how dark it's getting. I can watch these two doors pretty easily. You can kind of see out them a little bit. Oh, okay. I got a new follower a few minutes ago. Not bad. I don't know if you're actually watching. That'd be cool if you are. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm about to finish this turkey here. It's not turkey, it's chicken. I wish you could. Getting turkeys in this game would be so difficult. They're hard enough. Oh. Alright. I missed you. I missed this person. They log on and they notice I'm not watching chat and they disappear. You know when people I'm sure this was nice, but when people offer for logos and emotes and stuff, overlays, you know, I feel like they're insulting the overlays that I currently have. I thought that they were quite good. You know what I mean? But some people, but that's just me. Maybe that's just me being a little too sensitive about it. Okay, let's take this off and let's actually split this. I mean, that's a lot of splitting. It wasn't really that long of a stick, but whatever. Let's see how this looks from the outside, shall we? Oh, okay, so it's not. You can't. They must have changed that because the smoke used to just go straight through the top of roofs. And it was a great way to expose yourself. But now I guess as long as you're in the building that's tall enough to start a fire, it's going to stay in the building. Which is nice, you know? I mean, that's kind of how it would happen in real life. So, shoot. Left those peppers back there. Welcome to the DayZ gardening stream. This is where you come to witness some of the greatest feats of gardening that you've ever witnessed. Some of the most fantastical high-level gardening strats. patched raincoat. It is. But it's green. Much better camouflage than my yellow. Ooh. Feels good, man. Plastic water bottles surrounding the water fountain. Yeah, they really made Livonia for easy mode, I guess. I heard footsteps, but I'm pretty sure it was just those zombies that I was looking at. Just don't like to mess around with all that. Myself a little bit of a heat buff for eating some nice warm chicken. I'll tell you what, warm chicken's better than cold chicken. 9 times out of 10. 9 out of 10 dentists agree. Oh, a flashlight? Not bad. Is that a pig over there? Oh, I got some heat. I swear that was like a big old sow. Is it a sow or a sow? It's a sow, isn't it? Okay. Let's see what comes out. Okay, so we're gonna put Alright, that's what it is. 3 lethals, 3 non-lethals. And we go lethal before we go non-lethal because this is the apocalypse. Alright? The apocalypse, there's no time for warning shots. There's only time for blasting a motherfucker. I tell you what, if I had more lethal shots, the whole thing would have lethals in it. You know? You're not scared of hurting anybody in this situation. My luck, that's probably it. Probably infected. This meat tenderizer is not great in terms of a melee weapon. Does not often result in the deaths of my enemies before they hit me, which is what you need if you want to avoid infection in this game. God damn it, it's always locked. Must be a new thing they put into. It's like Frostline update. Sorry. Alright, another check. Little zombie boy running up on us. Now that is something I will do, is take the ammunition, right? Because who's gonna go around the apocalypse tossing guns into the bushes, alright? That doesn't make any sense. Now, pilfering the ammunition for guns you can't carry, that's some apocalypse ass shit right there. Ooh, just shut the door on myself. Alrighty. Another one of these. No ammo this time. 380 shipping. 38. That's what they be calling it. Don't want more of those, really. Got plenty. But it's about to be dark. And I gotta say, I don't think this game's gonna be that fun to watch dark. It might be kind of spooky, but unless we're gonna find some bastard to shoot in the face. So loot for the police station was kind of lackluster this time around. Happens. More often than you'd like. I guess say happening at all is probably more than you'd like. I don't think you can break it either. mean, should I just pop this guy, just make it easier for myself? Or is that a waste? Because I can easily just sneak past him. I did buy the Frostline DLC on Xbox, unfortunately. Bit of a foolish decision on my part, but at the time I was playing with friends on Xbox, so it made a lot of sense. Um, and I played it. It's good. It's fun, you know. Um, Survival is brutal, different from Livonia. Um, but yeah, it kind of means that while people are more open to working together, some people are also more ruthless because they're like, I'll kill anybody for a chance at food, even if, they don't even have food. They don't even wait to find out. They're ready. Because they're used to playing COD. Gotta stop thinking about it too much because I got kind of ruined the game when I thought about it too much before. Oh, nice. More strawberry jam. Things are not going too bad, honestly. I could use a sneaky spot to do a fire. Um, but on this one, it's like, it feels like there's no significant landmarks and people could be anywhere, but maybe I just don't know a lot about this map. And I'm just wandering around aimlessly. I mean, I've pretty much been in the same town. I didn't even read that road sign. I should have read it, but I'll read it on my way out. Well, no one's home yet. But when me lady gets home, I'm gonna have to probably depart and focus on other things. So if you have watched any part of this stream, I'm happy you're here. If you're watching this on the recording, I'm also thankful that you are watching. So I imagine these water troughs have a higher rate of like infectious diseases. Probably carrying around so much useless bullshit right now, and all I really want is matches or a lighter. A handsaw. Interesting. Maybe I should just do some bushcraft. I think it started raining, so this might have to be the spot for the night. I think I'm just gonna hunker down here and eat some of the tasty treats I've accumulated. Sort through my inventory. Probably eat some of these crackers. I wish I could see a road sign. If there's a road sign, I might just run to go look at it quickly. Ah! Let's see if I can. Brenna. Well. Whoa. Oh my gosh, my mouse. Oh. Okay, well, I'm probably up here. I could be totally wrong. I mean, yeah, see, this is what I mean. I mean, this doesn't look boring. It's just a bunch of roads with a bunch of towns. And what is Jantar even? Just a smaller town? There's Lawenda, which is a camp. I guess this is the tourist map that I'm interpreting, after all. Really starting to come down. Now here's a fun thing to do. Fuck. Ugh. That's how you do it. Took a few tries, but I got there. You really don't want damn close in this game if you can avoid it. I don't know. Maybe it's worth just taking some of it off. But, I don't know. Maybe if I just stay inside. Damn, it's not that bad, right? Alright, guys. This has got to be super boring. So, what we're gonna do is potentially look for another server. Potentially switch to another game. We're gonna have to investigate. In the meantime, just check that out. Let me know what you guys think. Go to duckshirts.net. I'm mumbling. I'm not speaking loud enough, I think. So that's on me. That's okay, great. Hey, sorry I've been mumbling over here. And thanks for helping me troubleshoot this stream. Jesse Warren, you're the best. Hit you with a follow. How about that? Alright. So yeah, I'm switching over to Kenshi, guys. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to play, but you guys are going to love this game. If you haven't heard of this game, it's a fantastic game. And I think a lot of people they're going to make a new Kenshi, a Kenshi 2. And it's going to have, I mean, this game is extremely detailed, and they did a lot with less, and they're going to do even more in the next one. So I hope you guys check it out. I'm going to prove it to you, though, so you don't have to take my word for it. We're going to get the hypno screen off in a second. Don't worry. I just want to have a game loaded up for you. All right. Let's get the hypno screen down. We don't need that. Lo-fi games. These guys are cool. These guys do good stuff. I think you're going to be happy with it. I'm just going to hit continue. I'm going to show you where we're at so far with this current game. And hopefully I can teach you some of the ropes. And honestly, I can let my guys in this game sort of run around a little bit. If I get them to a safe area, I can just have them run around and do their jobs. And that's a nice thing to watch uh, while I get my drink ready, which is much better than the hypno screen. I mean, your brain can only take so much hypnotism. You know what I mean? Before it starts shattering your mind, which is not ideal. We don't want that. If we can avoid mind shattering, we're gonna do it. Um, but sometimes it's inevitable, unfortunately. I did. I'd be fucked. Don't you think? Maybe? I don't know. Um, maybe some people wouldn't be. I would be. If I was doing this for a job, I'd be absolutely fucked. No, I set this stream up. I've been setting this stream up over the last like week. And it's just like I think I'm just at the point where I can't just play. I'm just streaming for fun. Yeah. I'm not I mean it would be nice to make some kind of money doing this. If I could do this for a career, I definitely would. But you know, it's I'm not that good at this and all that. And you know, I don't really know what people want to see and all that. And I'm not gonna yeah, I'm not gonna put all the time into it because I got other stuff I gotta do. But one day it would be nice um to just play video games for a job, I would think. Seems nice. How about you? What are you up to, Jesse? Um, I can check out your profile here. See what you're up to. Ah, you've got a brand new account. I think you're definitely. Oh, okay. VTube animations, stuff like that. Ah, are you hoping to sell me? Oh, yeah, yeah. Sure. That'd be great. People gotta watch it though first. You know what I mean? I gotta do like the requirements. I got like a certain number of the requirements already fulfilled. But yeah, if I could get affiliated, and then people could donate and stuff like that, that would be cool. You know, then it would make my Twitch chat look cooler, and it would be it's a fun thing to get going. You know what I mean? I've got a lot of other hobbies, but none of them really involve talking with very many people. Because I don't know if I like people a whole lot. You can't really trust them in general. Like, there's a high chance you're going to try to sell me as an overlay, which is not a bad thing if you want to do that. I'm not going to be mad at you or anything, but I'm probably not going to buy one. Sorry. Um, I hope you're enjoying the stream, though. You know, if it was cheap, I might, might pay you $5 for a design. I'd put it on a duck shirt. You know, that'd be fun. I paid $5 from my friend for this design, and now it's on a shirt, and you can buy it. Yeah, I'd do that if you wanted, Jesse. But a little more than that, I don't know if I can handle it. My job doesn't pay a lot right now, you know, so is what it is. Okay, normally the spacebar works to press play, but it's not working. So we're in a grudge match with my crossbowmen here. It's a good way to train up your crossbow. Just have Masaru stand here and get shot in the face by two bastards. Oh shit on my nuts. Because what happens is then you get your old thumper. Okay, so let me tell you guys what's going on here. For anybody that's watching, Jesse, and anybody that is watching on YouTube, we got Soto, Thumper, Shaku, and Masaru. These three here are all, they're hive guys. Their species is hive. I bet they're satisfied with your work and quality. That was not, you know, I'm sure. But I bet your clients, you probably ask for more money. Um, yeah, you know, that's the thing is like I don't my like duck shirts is not really even supposed to make any money. It's more like an artistic outlet for me. So, you know, if you got something artistically that you wanna, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna ask you for anything artistically because I'm doing this is like an artistic thing for me. It's not quality. It's not supposed to be really. Um, and I'm not trying to turn it into anything with money. But, you know, I bet you're cruising for somebody that is. So I bid you good luck in that. But if you want to keep watching, we're going to be playing Kenshi. Um, and yeah, so these three Hive guys are basically not like they don't these two are Hive princes, I believe, which means that technically they have some degree of autonomy, but this guy is a Hive soldier, which basically means they're basically like organic robots that are led by a queen. Um, but these are hiveless hive drones, so they've been ejected by their hive at some point. And so what my current character, these are all my guys here at the bottom. And my current game right now is this vagabond, and he has these two human helpers, and then he's got these robot helpers here. And then everything else, the bulk of the workforce, are these hive guys, basically from Zim here, all the way down to Squint. All these guys are hive guys. And they don't have to eat as much food, which is the benefit. Oh, and even past that, see, because then you got these Bone Dog, Back Beast, and Bone Dog. And then you got even more hive guys, and another Bone Dog. Yeah, let's see how these Bone Dogs are doing. They seem to have been attacked recently. Yeah, they're unconscious. Long loading times for this game, no matter the quality of your computer, unfortunately. Just because of the sheer size of it. And you'll understand why the more we play. I unfortunately I need to look up what the control is for zooming out. Because my mouse wheel does not work. Zoom in and zoom out. Okay. Home and end to do that. I'm gonna have to do that a lot more because the mouse wheel does not do it for me right now. But I am out to see your work, Jesse, if you want to show me work. I'd love to show you your work and tell you that it looks great, because I'm not going to tell you anything else. Unless you really wanted to know. I could be like, you know what, I'll be honest, I don't fucking like any of this. But I don't think that's going to happen. You probably try hard and do good job. And I have no doubt that. I don't even know if Jesse's still listening. But if you're on YouTube, you get to hear the escapades of me and Jesse right now. Yeah, so this is the base that I have built over many grueling hours in this game. This is I've basically done this is I've done two big games on this, two big saves, and on the first one I built a base in the desert, and it was fantastically huge. I actually still have the save. I just gotta move it over from another computer. And on this save, I built it in the swamp, because I wanted to grow. That's right, you guessed it. I wanted to grow hemp in the swamp. And so that's what Zan here is up to. He's hemp farming. Let's take a look. We've got 20 hemp here, and we've got 10 water, keeping the hemp growing. And then over here, I believe this is cotton. No, this is rice weed here. So I've just got a bunch of rice. I've got a bunch of cotton. I think. Do I have cotton going? No, I've just got a lot of rice. Maybe I should do some cotton. But as you can see, I've got plenty of hemp. Hemp for days. In fact, I've got so much hemp, I ought to really convert it into something else. And that's where, nope, none of this. Where is it? Ah, yes, here. That's where this comes in, these hemp processors. Two expensive pieces of equipment. They are processing hemp into, that's right, hashish. One of the most fun aspects of this game is that you can create and sell hashish. However, if you do so, you're likely to attract the ire of many authority figures because there's sort of, I'll show you the map, guys. The huge map of this game. Let's see if I can. I don't know why the map is not coming up, actually. Because you gotta click it. But yeah, look at this. I mean, this is really something, right? Huge map. And if you think, that doesn't look that big, well, let me just try and zoom in for you to our base. All right. So this is our base here. And these little dots are all our guys. You see, they're all here. These two ones that are just further out here, just so you get a scale. See my cursor moving? Let's just see. So this is my bone dog. And over here, you watch the cursor, another bone dog. See, so this is about from this bone dog all the way down to the tip of my outpost. So, you can see the scale of the fucking map, guys. It's huge. Look at that. Big. You can go, and I've been to a bunch of these places, and in the other game, I've been to more. Yeah, I'm there. I heard you, Jesse. I actually I did like a whole 10-minute diatribe about, you know, you can send me, your work if you want. Um, do a, you know, if, but I don't know how much discussion is needed about whether or not I'm gonna buy it, because like I said, I'd give you $5 for a piece of work that you wanna give to me as proprietary, and then I would put it on a shirt if you want, and then I'll let you know if people buy it. But that's about as far as it's gonna go for me, unfortunately, because like I said, I'm not trying to. I only put so much money into this whole dog shirts thing, and I've already hit my budget for the month, and that budget was $35. Um, yeah. So these guys are in the middle of a battle. They're gonna do pretty well because this Thumper guy, he's made of metal, literally. These guys are not very well trained right now, but they don't have to be because this guy is, and he's smacking this bitch up. Something fierce. You can see the damage he's done. He's a Dust Bandit bowman of the Dust Bandits. The Dust Bandits are bandits that just run around the desert, fucking shit up. And if they see you, they're gonna give you problems. You know? Oh. Yeah. Hey guys. If you're in the chat, just go ahead and spam an emote for me. Whichever one you want. really be something. So let's just loot a corpse. Show you guys what it's like. Look at all this expensive stuff. These are very valuable. I need to get these back to the base. I've been bumblefucking around with these guys trying to get them back. Where's Inu? Oh, Inu's already back. Trying to get them back to... Why is he going to shoot somebody? What's up with that? Back to the home base for a while now. But I keep getting distracted, and I don't want to do it, you know? I don't want to walk them all the way back. Because these guys, look, their annoying, weak slowness aggravates me. But I gotta get them back, because they got jobs to do. And right now, they're just out here getting their asses kicked by nothing and no one for no reason. Why not? Like, half of my keyboard commands don't seem to be working. Jesse Warren, how about this? You drop your Instagram in the chat, and I will look at your work there. If you, I mean, if you, like I said, you kind of have to have an Instagram, right? If you're a, what is it? Digital artist? Installment. Okay, that's hilarious. That's almost predatory if you're actually going to people and like, people who are actually trying to make streaming in this, and they're saying like, nah, I don't really have the money for that, and you're gonna say that you can, you're like, nah, I just pay on installments for some work. Like, yikes. Um, no way, man. Don't you think like if somebody was doing this and people were watching them because they wanted to see them, they would want to see some work that's from them? I don't know, man. I kind of think you're sifting here for information. I feel less like this is a like if you want like wouldn't you have an Instagram? You would definitely have an Instagram if you were a digital artist, legitimately, right? I mean, that's how you gotta. That's how you would. That's like a portfolio that everyone can view at any time. That's like the best thing that I know because I'm a digital artist. I have an Instagram. Check it out, DuckShirts1. I do a bunch of really annoying stuff on there. That's supposed to make you feel bad. So check it out, guys. If you're watching, DuckShirts1 on Instagram. Oh yeah, let's see the Instagram, Jesse. Sorry, I'm starting to get confused here um, with your direction on this. I get that you're trying to sell me something, but you know, I don't think there's any law that says you have to be nice to salesmen. In fact, it's hard most of the time, especially when you're like trying to play video games. Uh, yeah. No, I'd love to see the Instagram though. I assume it's like a work Instagram. If it's like just a photo of you and your dogs and hanging out and stuff like that, I don't really care to see that. Not to be a dick, I just don't really know you. But yeah, if it's like related to your work, let's check it out, shall we? I don't want to go that way. I want to go around. That's the problem. This is why I can never get where I'm supposed to be going. Check it. Kindly check it your IG. Uh, okay. Do I just need to like, I just need to like go onto your account or something and your Instagram will be there? Let's see. About. I mean, your extremely new profile is somewhat concerning, but I understand if you're just trying to like, you know, make it in this new Twitch environment here. So you just made a new profile. If you're tuning in now on YouTube, the VOD, or on stream, right now we are currently talking to somebody who could or could not be a bot, who's trying to sell me digital art. It's really riveting stuff. Um, and if you're streaming on Twitch, you're probably well familiar with this phenomenon. Um, I've just always been unlucky enough to not catch them while, you know, they just say hi and give me a follow, and then I don't catch them actually chatting. And this time we are chatting together, you and me, Jesse, and it's going swimmingly. Um, you're. I think honestly, if your main goal is to sell art here, you're not gonna really get anywhere with me. You should definitely go somewhere else. I'm just gonna say that right now. You could just stop watching the stream. I won't even mind. But if you do just want to watch the stream, an entire economy built around people just scamming other people, crazy stuff, wild stuff, really. All right, whose damned job is it supposed to be? Ah, my ladies are home, which means this might have to be the end of the stream. I'm so sorry to say. Jesse, last chance to post your Instagram in the chat. No reason why you can't. Um, you know, and if you do, I will check it out. Yeah, guys, it's been great. Hi, Jesse. I hope I didn't offend you, but you can only be so nice to salesmen, or else they'll steal your soul or something like that.